Welcome, whistle us in. Thank you, guys. I was looking at two different things that are coming out, watching previews. Well, one's a full preview, one's just a picture, but will they be a letdown? First, I'll go with Happy Gilmore 2. Maybe you guys have seen some of the clips.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Your thoughts. Will it be a letdown, Eddie?
No, I think it's going to be great. Let's see Happy come back. And he's older now. Like, I love seeing Adam Sandler older, trying to hit the ball and missing it. That's good stuff.
Kevin?
Yeah, it'll be a letdown. They always are.
I think even if it's good, it's a letdown because we've romanticized Happy Gilmore for so long and the idea they'll make a sequel that it almost can't be a letdown. It has to be perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
It has to be so perfect. It can be good, but I think what it's going to be is a movie that allows Happy Gilmore fans from way back in the day to have a little nostalgia. And there'll be some golfers in there, but I think as far as like a movie, Happy Gilmore came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a letdown because, and I don't mean to use you as the example, everybody thinks it's going to be great, and usually it can be good and be a letdown if you think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be a letdown.
I think what's really cool is I have a 17-year-old son, and he's going to be able to watch it and be like, this is so cool, because he doesn't really know how cool the first one was. So he'll watch the second one, be like, this is awesome, and then like, hey, I want to see that first one now.
You think that's what will happen? Why not make him watch the first one first?
I just haven't gotten to it yet. So now that I'm at this point, I'm just not going to show him the first one yet.
No, yeah, you need to watch the first one to watch the second one.
Oh, you think so?
I think so.
Yeah, because there's going to be a lot of like inside jokes, continuation of bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he'll like the first one. The first one was awesome, and it could have been the time we were living in.
And, yeah, part of that run.
Yes.
The
Happy
Waterboy
Gilmore,
run.
Billy Madison,
Madison.
amazing.
Oh, so
Happy
good.
Gilmore, amazing. Sandler was killing it.
Yes, he was.
So, Brandon, Happy Gilmore too.
I hope it's going to be good.
Will it be a letdown?
Probably.
Probably. That
Probably,
doesn't mean it
guys.
can't be good because the expectation is it's going to be great. And I think it'll be good.
Waterboy was another one that's good.
Yeah.
Forgot about that
High
one.
quality H2O.
So good.
Mama said.
So good. Big Daddy.
Mama said.
Big Daddy was good.
The Paper, which is the Office spinoff.
Oh.
Will it be a letdown? Kevin.
Yeah. This is hard for me because I'm not an Office guy.
Then zip your lip.
Yeah. I was going to say, I have
Yeah.
yeah.
Eddie.
I love The Office. I didn't even know they were doing The Paper. So
It'll be on Peacock.
who is going to be on The Paper?
A whole new set of people. I think
No,
there's...
No. It's going to be bad.
Brandon?
I'm a huge Office fan. I think it's going to be a letdown, but I also hope that it's going to be. I'll check it out.
So this is why I think it's actually going to be really good.
No.
Because I'm a
Walk me into it.
massive
Yeah.
Office fan, and everybody is set up for failure. There is not a single Office fan that thinks the show is going to be good. Where every Happy Gilmore fan thinks that movie is going to be the best.
Yeah.
I think it's just coming from a different place. The expectation of The Paper is so low because The Office was so good that I think it will be a success and it will not be a letdown because it's probably actually going to be pretty good. The same showrunner, Jeff Daniels, is doing this show. I don't think he would have got involved if there wasn't something different about it. I don't think the sensibilities are going to be exactly the same. So I think it's going to be a delightful surprise at how good it is.
So you're saying hype has a lot to do with
Absolutely.
it, whether how good or bad the show actually is.
I think hype has to do with how good or bad anything is.
Wow.
Because if someone's like, this is the greatest movie ever.
Yeah.
Like, I'll watch The Hangover, but only after the first time. Only after my friend's like, it's the greatest movie ever. And I watched it, and I liked it, and I was like, it's pretty good, but I feel let down because you told me it was the greatest ever. Had someone said, it's pretty funny, I'd have watched it and thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. So a lot of it is the relationship to what we're brought in and how we relate to it before we even watch it. So, yeah, Eddie, we're way different on both
we
of
are.
those.
We're
Yeah,
complete opposites.
we're way different.
Is
on
it more
those.
of like a personal hype or a public hype that gets you? If that makes
It's
sense.
not a personal hype because the personal hype would be different on The Office. It's my favorite show ever.
Yeah.
So it should be as hyped as could possibly be. So, no, I would say it's very Caitlin Clarke-y. Everybody was saying Caitlin Clarke would be crap. That's when I became a big fan. Because it was easy to be a fan of Caitlin Clarke at Iowa, and I wasn't. I was drawn to watch her play because she was just shooting from 10 miles away.
Mhm.
But when she was coming out and everyone's like, she's going to be terrible. And the WNBA players were like, she's going to need years. She's not. And Gino or Mata, whatever his name is, at UConn was like, it ain't going to work for her. I massively became a massive fan. massively became a massive fan.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I
That's a
instantly
massive
became a
fan.
massive fan
Pretty massive.
because I'm like, I love when people are discounted, especially when they have the potential to be awesome. So I jumped in early. I bought stock quick. And so everybody's, peeing all over the paper being like, it's going to be terrible. It can never be The Office. And I'm like, I'm buying it. That's my Caitlin Clark. So that's all. I just wanted to know what you guys thought.
So what do you think about Gilmore?
It'll probably.
Like, do you think you'll like it though?
I think for nostalgia reasons, I'll like it.
Yeah.
But I don't know that it will meet expectations of people that just want another awesome Happy Gilmore movie, like a sequel. The alligator died too, by the way.
Oh yeah, in real
saw
life,
that.
I saw that.
In real life, the
The
alligator
real
died.
alligator that took what's his name's hand? Chubbs.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Chubbs.
Rest in peace, Chubbs. Hey, I do want to talk about the Flamin' Hot Cheetos guy because we talked about that on this show a few weeks ago. Hey, Mike D, what's the update there?
He lost his. He was trying to sue Frito-Lay, and he lost the case.
So
Oh man.
he is the guy who claims, and that the movie's about.
Yeah, back in the 90s, he said he invented Frito-Lay, and what he's been doing.
Not Frito-Lay, Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Flamin' Hot Cheetos. He claimed that Frito-Lay essentially was defaming him because he spent a lot of time speaking as a public speaker. Like, here's my story. I invented them. I went from being a janitor to being an executive. And he did that for years. And they didn't say anything because it didn't really hurt the company. They're like, hey, he can go and do these talks and make his money. It doesn't really hurt the company. But what started to happen whenever he was in talks for making that movie, he wanted, I guess, like their permission for it. And that's when they came out and said, this isn't true.
So they weren't going to stop him, but they weren't going to officially allow him because that wasn't the truth.
And whenever they did that, he said it hurt his career because the public speaking money he was making, it started becoming less and less because it came out that, oh, maybe he didn't invent them.
Did he invent them?
I don't think he did, because they claim whenever that happened that they were already in development of the Flamin' Hot Cheetos. They'd already had a recipe. It was really him working on the marketing side of it.
As a janitor though?
Yeah.
But Eva Longoria.
Right. Who's the director of the movie? Flamin' Hot, I believe. I think that's what it's called.
Eva
movie?
Longoria, Mike.
Yeah.
No, it was all just basically he made up the story that in his mind, I think he does believe that he invented Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Eddie, your thoughts?
Well, I'm feeling like I've been lied to because this has been the story for even before the movie came out. Like, oh, did you know that the guy that made Flamin' Hot Cheetos is a janitor and he took some corn home and he came up with this cool little mixture and he came up with Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I'm talking about when I was maybe, I don't know, 20, 25 years old. I remember hearing this story and running with it. Maybe because he was speaking at that point, Mike. So I feel like I'm being lied to here.
Maybe you should sue him.
The janitor.
Yeah, I think he's been speaking about it since the 90s.
Dang, dude.
So the trouble is when he asked them to officially sign off on it,
Yeah.
they were like, we're not officially going to be a part of this. They were letting him because it was actually promoting the brand,
And his lawsuit was defamation, saying that just ruined him.
and he lost.
Yeah.
So he probably did not invent it then because they probably have some sort of documentation saying exactly when they started to make the Flaming Hot Cheeto.
They have the labs of them
Yeah.
actually formulating the product.
So does he does he not work for Frito-Lay anymore?
He left the company in 2019.
Dang. And he can't speak anymore, so that's tough.
Well, he can still speak, just not about that.
Was
I don't
he
think
always
he's lost his ability to talk. Was he always what?
was he always a janitor up until 2019?
No.
No, once they appointed him to head of marketing, he stopped being a janitor.
And
Okay.
why would they appoint him to head of marketing?
Because he's getting them a lot of really good press
By saying a lie?
by promoting the company. I don't know, dude.
You know what I mean? It's not black and white. It's like it's really weird. Like why would they
Would you
promote
say
him?
it's brown?
Hey, possibly.
Would you say it's brown,
Definitely a
buddy?
little spicy.
Huh? That sucks. That sucks for him unless he's been really lying about it. Unless he thought he invented it because it was around the same time and it probably wasn't exactly what they did. I don't know. I don't know the case. But if they are saying nope and he lost the lawsuit, that means they have some documentation and they have the labs from the originals.
Yeah, I think that losing the lawsuit says everything.
Yeah. Pacers and Thunder.
Let's go, baby.
Ready.
I don't know. I'm a little scared, dude.
You shouldn't be.
No.
You don't think so? I mean, the Pacers look
Thunder's
strong.
minus 700, which means if you're breaking it down, it's going to cost you $700 to bet to make $100.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the Pacers look strong
And
against
scrappy.
the Knicks. Yep, for sure. But every way that the Pacers look scrappy, oh my God, the Thunder defensively,
No, they're top notch for sure.
dude, they are rabid dogs defensively. It's crazy. Yeah, it'll be fun.
How many games do you think?
The easy answer is 5. Probably the cliche answer is 5 because you think, it won't be a sweep. They'll get 1.
Gentleman sweep, as they call it.
And I don't know what the odds are but going to 5, but I would think 5 or 6 is probably what most people would bet. But yeah, the finals tip off Thursday, Thunder and Pacers. Thunder minus 700. Game 1 is Thursday. If the Thunder win, Eddie does not have to wear a thong.
Thank God. That'd be amazing.
My father-in-law, massive Thunder fan, doesn't miss a game, watching it from his house. He lives in Tulsa. They're in Oklahoma City. So I'm a Thunder fan. My wife's a Thunder fan, but I am only like third degree. I don't have an NBA team. But if I had to have one, it's always been the Thunder. I made a bet with Josie, our vet, because she's from
Indianapolis?
She's from Indiana, yeah.
Okay.
And so she was like, let's do it. Let's make a bet. Or maybe she's from Ohio.
That would be different.
But she wanted to make a bet on the game.
I think she would only be, unless she's like just a random huge Pacers fan, she's probably from Indy.
But she went to Ohio State.
Okay.
So maybe so. Let's just say she's from Indiana. I didn't put those together. I assumed Ohio and Indiana were the same state in my head for the last like 2 weeks.
I think they're close to each other.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, she's like, hey, let's make a bet. And I was like, cool. And what's great about somebody not being into gambling is they don't really consider odds.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, we're just betting on the series? She's like, yeah. I said, so my wife and me and her husband are really good friends. I said, let's bet a super expensive dinner on it, on the series. There's nothing.
This is just you talking to her?
Yeah.
So her husband was obviously wasn't involved.
He's not a big sports guy.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's a smart dude. He would know about odds, right?
No, he didn't care.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me go to this. So I said, how about a really expensive dinner just on the series? I'll take the Thunder. And she said, I'm in. I said, no, really expensive dinner. Which I don't know for me what that means. I don't drink.
I don't know either.
I guess take a lot of stuff home.
Yeah.
It's a lot cheaper when you don't drink.
Yeah.
A lot of
That is
desserts,
true.
man.
Yeah, a lot of desserts that don't have milk in them, though.
Oh, no.
No dairy. So, yeah, we have a bet on that. So go Thunder. But
Good
if
job.
they lose, like I've always said, I'm rooting for the Thunder. But if they lose, the consolation is Eddie in a thong.
Yeah.
Which is kind of gross and not really a consolation. I guess
But I'm wearing it under my clothes, though, right? Like, I'm not going to be walking around here with just a thong.
Please don't.
I think that would be an HR issue.
It's just one long like shirt.
I have to go to the bathroom. They're like, what is this guy doing?
Yeah, that would be weird.
Yeah.
So the Angel Reese bet to miss our first shot that we talked about,
Yeah.
and we did it last week, has reached 6 in a row. So here's the guys from Stadium live streaming to see if they hit it.
Day 6, baby. Day 6. We're feeling good. We're feeling good. Here we go. Here it is.
Bricklayer.
Here it is.
Here it comes.
Here it is. Here it is.
Good for them, dude.
She has missed her first shot 6 games in a row.
Wow.
We need to get in on this.
And they record it and go crazy. It's
They're
so
like dressed
funny.
up
It's
and everything.
so funny.
Yeah.
Man, it's so funny. You know Caitlin Clark's been out, quad injury.
Yes.
Yeah, like 4 weeks or something.
And tickets are like $4.
I know. Like they were paying people to come now.
Tanking.
There was another video I watched last night, and there are a couple that always get me. It used to only be whenever soldiers would come home and surprise their families, and like they would take their mascot head off, and it'd be like the dad who's supposed to be in Iraq or
Those are
something.
so good.
So good. But now it's, and I've mentioned this before, it's when players get called up and they don't know it. Like the coach will bring them in their office and be like, hey, you know, you really haven't been playing as to what we expected. And the minor leaguer's like, oh, you've been playing better. We're calling you up to the order. Like it's videos like that because they get so emotional. So this is Mariners second base prospect Cole Young. So this is in the middle of the game. He gets pulled into the dugout. They pull him out of the game, middle of the game.
He's in a AAA team.
Yes.
Okay.
And so it's the manager and him in the middle of the game. All the players are around him. He's kind of confused as to why he got pulled out in the middle of the game. Here you go.
It's
Really
Tacoma.
really proud of what you've done, how far you've come. Just take that to Seattle tomorrow, okay?
Where?
Seattle.
When?
Tomorrow. So you're done. You're not playing anymore this game. You're going to go play for Seattle.
He starts crying.
Congratulations.
He's just crying. Just crying.
That's awesome.
Awesome. So his name's Cole Young. And then all he ended up doing was hitting a walk-off in the bottom of the 11th to win the game. Here you go.
Hey.
1-2. On the ground, tap to first. Bare hand back, coming home. Save!
That's so cool.
He scores. Cole Young will eat for free in Seattle tonight.
Awesome.
So he's going to stay for a little bit?
At least tonight.
Let's stay for a little bit, baby.
That's so cool. And you
I
know
mean-
his parents had to be there, right?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm
Oh,
sure that's
100%.
Hopefully it's like get a flight now because you're going to be playing tomorrow. Hopefully
Yeah.
the parents will fly.
So
you know?
cool.
Right.
Yeah. That's so cool. What was the movie Home Team?
Okay, so I didn't even know this movie existed, but my kids had watched it with a friend. They're like, Dad, you need to watch this. It's good. I'm like, okay, what is this? It's on Netflix, called Home Team. Adam Sandler made it. And so it's about Sean Payton. And when he got suspended for, I don't know. What was it?
Bountygate.
Oh, I
Yeah,
saw that.
Bountygate.
Yeah.
Did Kevin James play him?
Yes. Kevin James plays Sean Payton. Was the stupidest part of the movie because you can't get it out of your head. Like, I can't look at Kevin James and think that that's Sean Payton. Like,
It's
just,
Doug Heffernan.
it's not possible. But if you just take that aside and watch the movie as it is, it's such a good movie, man. Like, for kids, it's perfect. I had no idea that Sean Payton didn't have a good relationship with his son because he was divorced. He had moved to New Orleans to coach, never really went back home to Texas to go visit his son. So when he was suspended, he had time to go back and spend some time with his son who was playing middle school football. He was just trying to hang out with his son and just be a dad for a little bit since he couldn't coach. And the team was struggling, so Sean Payton couldn't just sit in the stands. He had to jump in and help him out a little bit, and he became like an assistant, I think an offensive coordinator. And dude, it's awesome.
Really?
It's so cool because the team is terrible.
Did you check and see how real it is?
Nah,
Oh.
I just took it for what it was.
I don't know that it's not real. I just wonder if, and don't say the ending, if they end up winning the championship or something because it's a Hollywood type movie, if they really won the junior high championship.
Right. I will say something about the ending though that's not going to spoil it. Sean Payton makes a cameo, and it's really funny.
Oh, that's fun.
I thought it was funny.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I like it when like Rudy comes out at the end of the movie. Or do you guys know that Rudy's in the stands at the end of Rudy?
The real Rudy.
Ooh.
Rudy Rudiger.
Oh.
I don't think I ever knew that. No.
Yeah.
That's his
know
name,
that
Rudy
either.
Rudiger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that when they put the real person in the movie and they don't
Yeah.
really
It's like
say
the
that
Marvel
it is.
movies too, right, Mike? Because the guy that created Marvel is in basically,
Stanley, yeah.
he's
Until he
in all
died,
those
he was in
movies.
everyone.
That
Yeah.
new one, Nona's, with Vince Vaughn. Have you seen that, Mike?
Nona's.
Nona's is what it's called. Yeah, it's like a grandma. It's like you got to watch it. It's new, so I won't say anything. But the guy who's actually about, he makes a cameo in the end. It's cool.
Nona's.
Nona's like grandma. It's like Italian for grandma.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, Nona's.
Does Adam Sandler do it?
Nona. Vince Vaughn. So close.
Stephen Diggs and his pink substance on the boat. What an
Yeah,
idiot.
not good.
What was that, by the way? Did they say what it was?
So they've said it. I didn't understand what they were saying. It looked like it was some sort of cocaine.
Oh. It looked like gum to me. That's why I'm like, what's the big deal?
Oh, it looked like pink crystals to me.
Pop rocks.
Maybe it was Pop Rocks. I really don't know what it is. I don't know how accurate the people were saying what it is. But, dude, what are the Patriots going to do?
I don't know.
Cut them. You got to cut them.
You think?
Dude, it's not even about the drugs. It's about the drugs.
What do you mean by that?
I'm glad you asked. It's not even about that he was doing drugs because you never see him do the drugs, but that he's so stupid
I know.
to be out with a bunch of models or strippers or whatever they are. Somebody's obviously recording, yet he still is just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he looks like he's actually enjoying himself
Yes.
being on camera.
What are you doing?
I agree.
Like you're making a terrible decision. You're making the organization look bad because they just invested a bunch into you.
Mm-hmm.
So because he was dumb about that, you cut him?
He was passing out drugs to
Yeah.
a bunch of women on a boat.
Yeah.
And also, it's not just about that. I think it's not my money. So I don't know if I'm cutting him or not, but as a fan with no attachment at all, he's already a headache player.
Yeah.
So I think this just is compounded. Your thoughts? You are the fan.
Yeah. At first, I had kind of the same reaction as you. I'm like, get this guy out of here. But
You thought that when you saw the video?
yeah, but the reality is, and I'm looking at the substance again right now. Man, I don't know what that. Yeah, I don't know. But the reality is, as a fan, you're like, damn, but then we have no wide receivers, you know?
Yeah.
I know that's not fair and that's not like ethically right, but I'm like, the reality is like, dang, we kind of need him though. Not that he's like what he was 4 or 5 years ago or 3 years ago, whatever, but still, it's Stephon Diggs and we have nobody.
That's how I felt when Petrino got in the quote motorcycle accident with the woman that worked under him that was married or was at least engaged to somebody else.
This when he was coach at Arkansas?
Yeah, and I was like, no, we want him. Keep him. Fight for him. People mess up. But if it's another coach, I'm like, you have to get rid of him. It's always going to be the stain on the program. Well, now he's back. He's a offensive coordinator, so,
Yeah.
people do grow.
You let 10 years go by and people kind of forget,
Forgiveness
right?
is good.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, Vrabel definitely doesn't seem happy about it.
Vrabel, and that's another thing. Vrabel, as year one coach.
Yeah. He's got
to establish.
There's a standard.
Yeah.
And if he's going to establish it, you don't let people not be the standard. So,
Costly standard.
Huh?
Costly standard.
Yeah.
You think it has anything to do, maybe it's like a cop-out, but it's off season and not much going on right now,
I think this would have been a story regardless.
regardless.
Well, you can actually see the drug. You can see the pink bag.
Yeah.
Dude, I would have been terrible. I would have thought it was just gum. I'm like, oh, that's sweet. Like,
could-
if I were
yeah.
great.
You can kind of see it's a crystallized substance.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like, either that or like, I watch a lot of those drug smuggling shows, like MDMA or something like that.
Right.
But it's not even about the drugs. It's the fact that if you're going to do that and pass that, you get everybody's phone. No phones on the boat.
Right.
I'm sure he's paying for it.
Yeah.
No phones. Nobody gets their phone.
It doesn't help that it's OTAs going on right now and everything too.
Yeah.
And he's not there.
So what if he was on camera being like, hey, here's the, wait, turn that off. And then like the
Throw it
video
overboard.
stops.
It's still no phones.
Yeah.
Like you're already making a bad decision, but that's your own life. Do what you're going to do. But you're making a bad decision that makes the organization look foolish for deciding to put you on the team and to pay you tons of money.
And he's not some 21-year-old rookie
Right.
idiot. Like he's been around for a decade. Like you know what you're doing, dude. You know what you're doing.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a break. Hey, we spent. Oh man, Kevin, you missed out.
Dude.
Kevin.
I know. I just kept skipping past your guys' social media because I was just like, I can't look at it.
Really?
missed out.
But
I can't look at
after
it.
you looked at it though, right?
I haven't looked at it since.
It's really great. So we go, and I knew that after Arkansas lost one game away from the College World Series, the Women's College World Series, that my brother-in-law DJ was kind of bummed. He's a hitting coach. They had like their greatest hitting year ever. They lost last game, and I was like, dude, let's just go do something, get away. And that course, Paynes Valley, there's a waiting list. It's a crazy course. I'm lucky enough to have a relationship with Johnny Morris, who owns Bass Pro Shops and owns Big Cedar, because we used to do a lot with him, and him and I have stayed in touch. And I know the people that work there. And I was like, hey, can we come up and shoot some golf content and play golf? And they were like, come on up. So like a day and a half before, I'm like, hey, who can go? So we go. Me, Eddie, Brandon, my father-in-law, and my brother-in-law, DJ. We were only there 24 hours. It was possibly the greatest golfing 24 hours that I think I've ever had. And we got to go do Pebble and Spyglass and all that.
Yeah.
But it was awesome.
That's so amazing.
And it's in Branson, Missouri.
Which is beautiful country, by the way. Like,
I've never
beautiful
been.
country.
They didn't pay us. This is not paid.
Right.
They didn't pay us. Big Cedar is amazing. We stayed in a cabin that was so legit.
Yeah.
It's 4 bedrooms, massive. We got 2 beds, one for Eddie, one for Brandon in one room.
We had a great time.
Yeah. It's
Yeah. We didn't get any sleep. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. What do you mean?
Well, they watched the Oregon softball game, which was late.
Oh,
We did.
yeah.
UCLA, Oregon.
Yeah,
dude.
I went to bed.
Crazy.
That's what they
Extra
meant.
innings.
That's what they meant. And we woke up early and went and played Paynes Valley. It's such a sick course.
That's awesome.
I don't even know what to say.
No, dude. It's like Disney World for golf.
Well, that's what it looked like with the caves or when you guys were hitting.
So that
off.
was the other one.
Yeah.
Because we've
Is
only
that a different one?
There's 2 different courses.
So we
Oh my
played
gosh.
2 courses. Yeah. So Paynes Valley Elite, and there's the 19th hole, which we'll have the video up probably today. Can we have that one up? Do that 19th hole one?
Yep.
So we'll probably have that video up today. So after you finish 18 holes, there's a 19th hole that's an island green, and you basically settle any bets you have, double or nothing, whatever it is. And there's a bar right next to it, and you go up, and it's like 130 or something.
No,
And
not even. It was like 90 yards.
on the 19th.
Yeah. It was very short.
Whatever
yeah,
it
that's right.
was, it was awesome. And so it's completely surrounded by water.
And if you get a hole in one, you get $1,000 gift card, and you
Bass Pro?
become a member
A member?
of whatever
Whatever
that
the
club.
group is,
yeah.
yeah.
That's legit.
Yep.
Dang.
So
Has anybody done it? Did they say?
Oh yeah, there are people.
Not
in it.
many though.
Like 30 or something. We didn't.
You were close.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil the video.
Don't spoil the video, but out of all of us, Bobby was closest.
Nice.
Well, that spoiled the video.
That did.
Yeah, that's directly a spoiler. But
You know what? Now that I said it, I think I did spoil the video.
Yeah, definitely so. Definitely so.
Dang it.
So we finished that round, went and had lunch, and they have a par 3 course that's not done. So it's super cool. We got to get on it called Cliffhangers. And they have 11 holes finished, but we played 2 holes that weren't even finished yet. So we played 13 holes on it. I think that's the most fun golf experience, like just playing the par 3s, because the greens are also like
Slopey.
a bit miniature golfy. Nothing on it like windmills or anything.
no
Clowns.
Yeah, but it's a par 3 and there's like 60 up to like 130. It was so much fun.
Like there was one, Kevin, where it had like 3 ridges. Like from the back, it would go down one
shelf,
ridge,
yeah.
and then 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like if you didn't get it, and the pin was
And
in
it
the middle
came back
one.
down.
Oh, yeah.
And it would come all the way. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
The only thing that I would take back is I crashed a drone in the river.
Oh yeah, so
my
gosh.
Brandon,
Oh,
Brandon was there,
Brandon.
and Brandon was there shooting
The only
content.
thing.
That's the only thing I take back.
Good to know.
There was this one hole. It was a par 3, and my father-in-law had been waiting like all year to play this hole. He was like, because we went when it was in preview last time, but before the course was done.
Yeah.
And so I said, hey, Brandon, go down to the bottom. I have a drone. And Brandon's flying it, recording us. Because we should get into all this because this is funny.
What's funny too is and poor Brandon. Brandon doesn't play golf, so he doesn't know. But he stands in the middle of the green as he's flying the
And we're all like teeing off. He's right in the middle of the green, not even looking.
we're like, Brandon, we're
And
hitting there.
Somebody hits first, DJ or my father-in-law, and it is tracking to hit Brandon right in the head. And Brandon doesn't even see it coming. It doesn't hit him. It goes over the top of him because he's just flying the drone. And we're like, Brandon, you got to move. You don't have to be under the drone. But Brandon's new to drone flying.
Yeah.
Yes.
And golf.
And yeah.
Pretty much everything.
And so all of a sudden, I'm up on the tee box, and I see the drone getting lower and lower and kind of swinging. And I'm like, oh, Brandon's really being creative on this
Yeah,
one.
that's what we're thinking. Oh, a low shot.
And
Cool.
it gets low, and I hit. And I think I hit it over the green a little bit or on the back or something. And Eddie goes, the drone's in the water.
Oh, no.
The drone it just slowly went down. I'm like, okay, Brandon's going low angle. Cool.
Yeah, I
cool,
thought he was
cool.
doing some artistic low and he was going to go up high or something.
That's absolutely what it was. Yeah.
Apparently the battery died or something.
Yeah. So the holes before, I didn't know which holes you wanted me to drone it up, as they say in the drone community.
Oh, wow. They say that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But the battery only lasts like 20, 25 minutes. So by the time we got to this hole, I'm like trying to charge it. And he says, hey, man, we need to get this hole. I'm like, okay. And so I unhook it. I thought you guys were waiting for me to start the drone until you started. I didn't know you were going. And I almost wish you would have hit me in the head just so I'd had an excuse. But I think when it was going over the water, I think it detects water, so it stops. It's like, whoa, not going to do that. But at the same time, it started dying. It's like going.
The
drone
stops
started
over water?
That's I couldn't fly it over the water.
There's no
No
way.
way.
Because people fly over water all the
Well,
time
no,
for
no, no.
drone
There
stuff.
must be a setting that was like blocking it. I couldn't.
Do you think it's just the battery, though?
Well, it was saying going home, and I was like, "Where's home? I don't
Going
know where home
home?
is." And it was
alien.
like, and it just I couldn't
E.T.
control it, and it goes in.
Save me. Save me.
It goes in the little
Dude, it crashed in the little river.
ankle deep river.
And so
yeah.
Brandon jumps in the water as we're hitting.
He jumped
He's
in the water.
wet.
Yeah, dude.
It was,
But
it was mayhem.
That is amazing.
what was crazy though? That was like what hole
I don't know.
5, hole 6.
Whatever it was. Father-in-law, but waiting all year to play it.
You did say that?
Nobody.
All year. He said that.
Nobody said a word about it
About
until
what?
lunch. After 19 holes.
Like about you going in
Nobody
the water
said
and all that?
anything about it. And I'm like, well, maybe they didn't see. That's pretty cool. So we're sitting at lunch and they're like, hey, Bill, what was your favorite part? He's like, oh, I'd have to say hole 7, whatever. What about you, Bobby? He's like, man, probably the the Miracle on the Hudson drone crash. And I was like, I'm so sorry.
Wait, so does the drone work now still?
Still pending.
Okay, that's good.
No,
Okay.
it works. It's good.
I only spent like $300 on it.
Oh, okay.
It's a small one. I was using it to track the drone above my house.
Oh, yeah.
That thing just stopped showing up.
Yeah.
I had an artist reach out to me recently.
About?
A drone over their house.
Oh.
And they were like, what did you do? And I'm like, sat there and took it
Yeah.
until I think it got tired, and it just went away.
Because you can't shoot it, right?
You can't shoot it. You can counter drone it.
Which is why you bought this drone.
Yeah, I just want to
but-
go see what kind of drone it was to get closer
Yeah.
to it. But then it got winter, and then I got cold. And
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going out in the cold. And then it just rained a lot. And so by the time I was really focused on going and then it just wasn't showing up anymore.
Just bad timing.
And people would be like, you faked the whole thing. And I was like, guys, you don't know how a bit works for me. I'll have an end to a bit. If I'm faking something, which I rarely do because I can't remember it if I'm faking it, there's a reason I don't lie a lot because I can't remember the lies. Because I would. I'm not above it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for like content reasons.
Of course.
But I was like, guys, if this was a bit, I would have an end. Like I would send the drone up and then be carrying a second drone like coming out of the woods. Like I would have done something. The end to the bit wasn't the drone just went away. That's a terrible end
Yeah,
to
it's
a bit.
boring.
That's how you know it was real.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Brandon crashed the drone in the lake. Or the river that was
great.
connected to the lake.
That's great.
Right.
Have you
Yeah.
seen the footage?
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Is all the footage gone?
No. I have the footage.
Yeah.
I think as it was dying, it just turned off. I was like, oh man, that would have been so
Oh,
cool.
because it ran out of battery power.
Right.
And it didn't save that?
It didn't. It cut off the video
Oh.
before anything.
The-
Ran out of power.
Okay.
I think the best part about this is Eddie. Remember last week before you guys left, he was in here like you guys are talking about the drone, and Brandon's like talking about the drone. He's like, I don't really know. Like I'm gonna figure it out as they go along here.
Hey, I'm telling you, we learned a lot by going along.
we did.
And this was the result. So you know what? I'm glad it worked out for you there, Brandon.
We've
Thanks,
never
man.
used a drone.
Yeah,
I bought it. We never used it. So, you know what? It lived a good life.
I love it.
Does it have some footage on it?
Oh yeah,
Is
I got some footage off of it. That'll
One
that'll be in the
question:
video.
that sign, the Bobby and Friends.
Yep.
about
They
it?
made
That was them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys just showed up and like it was just there.
Yeah.
On the course.
Well, they knew we were.
You're right. They knew you
So
were
we
coming, but-
landed. They had a car to pick us up at the airport, and because we did this the perfect way. I don't mind saying like real stuff on this show. Not that I don't say real stuff on the big show. I just want people to be like, oh, they're so out of touch. If you guys are listening here, you know enough about my life and our lives. I don't have to keep stuff from you. So we flew private into Branson. It's about a 50-minute flight.
Mhm.
That was it. So it was quick. Up. I mean, right when you flatten out, you're going right back down.
the best.
As soon as we get there, they have 2 SUVs to pick us up. No, 3.
What?
They have 3 SUVs. There's only 3 of us. But one of the
So
SUVs.
we all get our own SUV.
It's like the Eagles, the touring band.
I don't like him, so
One
I'm taking
says
my
Eddie
own.
on it. One says Bobby on it.
One of the SUVs, they put all our bags in and took them to the cabin.
Okay.
One of the SUVs, they took our golf clubs and put them at the course for the morning the next morning.
Goodness.
Yeah.
And the other one, we got in and they took us up to do the golf cart ride, which is through the caverns before the sunset.
Okay.
And driving through, they had that sign up.
That's
It was
awesome.
awesome. And so we watched the sundown ceremony. We called Reed too because they have a chapel, a really cool church on the. This sounds like a commercial for the place, but it's not.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
We're just telling you the way it
they
went.
paid us.
Yeah.
They paid us nothing. And so we called Reed and we're like, dude, why are you getting married in Oregon at a place you've never been, where people have to fly in and then drive 2.5, 3 hours? This here in Branson, 2 hours from St. Louis, an hour and a half from Arkansas. This is elite.
And we all could have gone to that one.
Yeah.
Yes, we could have been there. He gets married in 2 days.
Yeah.
But the par 3 course Cliffhangers it's not open yet, but it opens in maybe by the end of the summer. Amazing.
Amazing. Kevin, there's one where you don't have to, but they encourage you to use a putter only. And you literally just have to tap it and it goes down the hill and kind of just does a little
Really?
side to
They were
side
the
all
first.
the way.
They were the first to ever do it.
We were the first.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah, the designer of the par 3
On that
course.
hole, I don't know we're the first. I know the 2 other holes we were. The cavern, we were the first to ever do it, and another one we were first to do it. That one counted on the scorecard, so we weren't the first to do that one.
Okay. The whole
The
one.
other 2 that we went to and didn't count on the scorecard because they weren't on the card yet, like the cavern. And then there was another one because there were guys working underneath us on the right side.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that didn't count either.
Okay.
But that one, there's like you can use a club, but it's like the only one you can just putt.
Mm-hmm.
And even then it's hard because if you go the wrong way, it's like, it's awesome.
Awesome, dude.
Great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
You guys are like 5-star recruits.
In what way?
Getting recruited like to the course. They pick
Dude,
you
I'm
up.
telling you.
Oh,
They
yeah,
take your
yeah.
bags
Yeah, yeah,
for
But
you.
for us, it was the most fun. So
That's awesome.
the cabin, you can go to my Instagram and look at the cabin.
Oh, I saw.
And we woke up that morning. We didn't go back to the cabin. We just spent one night.
So cool.
Yep.
They had a grill out there. I was
Really?
I know. If
Yeah,
we
that'd
would
be
have got to
cool.
stay another couple nights, that's
Oh,
what we'd have
yeah.
done.
That's so cool. Yeah, it looked awesome.
I wish we could have stayed like 3 nights, but we had stuff to get back to, and it was so last minute.
Yeah.
But we flew in private, got picked up, had dinner in like Johnny Morris's room. That's like a hidden room at the restaurant.
It is a hidden room.
It's a
Like,
hidden
there's
room.
no way you can go in that restaurant and find it.
Really?
Nope.
It's like his room. So we ate there, all 5 of us, and played golf all day the next day. Then after our second round, we just got on the plane and flew home.
And the weather looked
perfect.
great.
It's perfect. We were back
It
by
was-
5:30 p.m.
Oh, that's amazing.
was
That's
incredible.
the best.
I shot a video that I sent to Reed of the church.
Reed, we're in a church. You could have got married here in Branson. Look at this. Right up the road. We would have all been there. Look at this. But no, you had to go get married in Oregon.
Never even been. It's elite.
That's awesome.
Can we go back next weekend?
I wish.
Like, I want to go back.
I would go
every
back. I
weekend.
feel so guilty just being like, hey, because I know they had to like check and see where they could find a spot for. I know they had to do extra work just to make sure, because I called them so last minute. So, but I paid for dinner. I mean, I paid for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't. And again, they didn't pay me, so it's not like I'm doing anything for money. That's what paying would be, right?
That would be, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, just making sure
Yeah.
that's what being paid
They
is.
exchange
But
for
I
money.
still feel guilty to be like, hey, we want to, because I know they put us out so early on the golf course because they were like, hey, we'll put you out before anybody, so you don't have to like play behind people.
So
I know.
4 a.m. we were out there.
Yeah, dark. Hey guys, but
Spotlights.
on the way over, Brandon realized he needed to have a license to fly his drone, which is why you don't ask questions. Because right next to an
Brandon.
airport, but we're learning a lot. We
Oh.
learn a lot every trip. Brandon's like, so do you guys care if I fly a drone? And I'm like, my inside, no, don't ask. And the guy's like, yeah, sure, you have your license, right?
You say
I
yes?
said, you have your pilot's license, right? I was like, I didn't know what to say. I said, no.
I thought maybe he thought Brandon flew us in
Yeah.
on the plane,
Yeah.
but he meant his drone pilot's
Yeah.
license.
And he tells me this app to go to, and
Did you get licensed?
oh yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Through the app.
But
Bam.
done.
I think he skipped the part about water crashing, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
well, I got my pilot's license, and then I had to learn how to fly the drone. So, you know,
Yeah. Hey, it's a learning process, man.
yeah, absolutely.
I get it.
Do you want to try to call Reed? He's in Oregon.
Yes.
Oh man,
He's getting married Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be early over there, right?
No.
Not too early.
It's after
No.
9 a.m.
Yeah.
And none of us are there.
None of us. His best friends.
I wouldn't go that far, but his good
Well,
friends.
yeah, he's got 2 good friends.
Like, it's not like we're a groomsman and didn't go. If I'd have been a groomsman, I'd have been there.
We had to be there.
But I'm also his boss, so you don't make your boss your groomsman.
You could.
Good.
You
Or
could, I
room
guess,
boss.
if you're a friend's pre-boss.
Yeah.
Like, Eddie was my best man,
Mm.
and I wouldn't make...
And I'm your boss, so that worked.
But Eddie and I were friends before. Answer?
Hey, he's out of Dodge. Dude, what did he say? He's
oh, he's out of pocket.
out of pocket.
He's not going to answer.
Oh, checking out.
You've reached Tree Strawberry. Leave your name and number, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, buddy. I hope you're saving us a seat.
Hey, Reed, we'll be there in 2 hours.
Yeah, man. You got room for us in there? We didn't get a place to stay, so we're just going to just kick it with you and Maddie.
I want the chicken, too.
I'll take the fish.
Hey, can I have steak? Do you even have 3 options? Okay, well, if you don't call us back in like the next 5 minutes, we're just going to go ahead and not come.
Yeah.
But if you call us back in the next 5 minutes, we're going to be there. So Brandon's got his pilot's license. He's going to fly us over.
We're at the airport right now.
Yep. All right, buddy. Happy wife, happy life. Bye.
The best thing you ever told him.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Missed
I
that
know.
guy.
It sucks we can't be there,
It does.
but it was like every factor. Gotta work. It's a Wednesday. Even if there was a studio somewhere close, we could have done it. But he's 2.5 hours from even an airport.
Yeah, he's
Right.
All right, one more break. Hey, Mike.
Yep.
So the court storming. Do you see the story? Like the court, the SEC commissioner. You
Oh
know?
yeah.
So Mike's the one that gave me this. I don't know if you want to talk about it or not. I can, but Commissioner Greg Sankey says that all field or court storming violations will be met with a $500,000 fine.
How
But
do you?
fines could be waived if a school prevents any fan contact with opposing players, staffers, or officials.
good luck.
Okay, wait. Say that again.
So let's say Arkansas beats Alabama.
Okay.
we stormed the field because it was at Arkansas. $500,000 fine.
Total for all of us or each?
The school.
Okay, the school. Oh, the school gets fined, not the student. Got it. That makes me feel better. Okay.
Yeah, the school gets
So
fined.
school gets
But
fined.
that's heavy.
$500,000.
That's heavy
Yeah.
because it was $100,000 for like second violation, I believe, and we got it at Arkansas. If we win at all, we rush.
But it could be waived if what?
If they don't touch any of the players
No. You got to give them high
Or
five.
the officials.
or anybody. Yeah, I mean that's what it is.
Okay.
So,
Ugh.
but
That's
fines
tough.
could be waived if a school prevents any fan contact with opposing players, staffers, or officials. In the past, when a big win seemed imminent, announcers have been made to let fans know don't be permitted to storm or wait 90 seconds after the buzzer. Nobody goes, okay, let's storm. 1, 2,
Right.
3. Nobody. That's not storming.
No.
That's being patient and celebrating. No, storming is like over, go. Sometimes storming is before it's over. Look at Arizona football when they all ran on the field.
Yeah.
It was like Vandy one time. They went down like single file, all politely.
Now
That's Vandy.
that is patience.
That's Vandy
That's
for you.
patience.
After you, my friend, you go
being
ahead.
smart with their money.
But I think they can control themselves, though. Like, it says do not touch any player from the opposing team or any coach, official.
But they're just in the middle of everything.
And these are college kids. Like,
Yeah.
They don't care about their school.
And I've
getting
stormed the
fined.
field back in the day, and the first thing you do is find a player. Doesn't matter who, you just jump on their back and be like, yeah. It doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter who. Yeah, it's awesome.
I think they're going to want to rush even more now because of this.
The real issue is, and I say the money, but it is the money because now money matters more than ever. Because in the past, it's like, okay, so the foundation will have to pay $100,000. Now, this money is direct NIL money that gets players. It's not money that's going to build a new cabinet inside the players' lounge because you're like, who gives a crap?
Yeah.
But now I do give a crap if we can't pay an offensive tackle to come and play.
This could hurt your team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hey, because I saw Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go.
Okay, so the Untold series that they do on Netflix with all these guys, we talked about Brett Favre the other day. Now they have one on Gilbert Arenas. Do you guys remember when that whole locker room gun incident?
He brought a gun to be like, what's up?
2009, I believe, with his teammate Javaris Crittenton. And it basically dives into all that, how that happened. And Gilbert Arenas, kind of, I don't know if you follow him a lot, but if you did, then he's a little bit
He's
goofy.
quirky. He's quirky, for sure.
Very quirky. Even now, I think he has a podcast, or he has. He's a little quirky, so they dive into that a little bit, and then they talk about how the whole gun thing happened, and it was all over gambling, of course, on a plane that escalated
Like
into
a
the
card
next.
game or a dice game,
Yeah,
right?
a dice game on a plane, and then the next day they show up to the locker room with guns, and Gilbert's just playing a joke, but he's taking a joke way too far by bringing guns, obviously. The guy ended up bringing his own gun, and the thing I didn't know was afterwards, Gilbert played a few more years, but he also, the other guy went down and spiraled. He got basically like blackballed from the league, and then he ended up going to prison for killing somebody because he got put into that lifestyle, and he ended up shooting a girl on accident when he meant to shoot a guy, ended up killing her, served 10 years, and there's just kind of the domino effect of that gun incident that I never knew about, and I watched this over the weekend, and it is really, really good. And Gilbert Arenas he's just a weird guy. And I didn't know that the ripple effect that it had on all this. And it kind of started with him. It's not all of his fault, obviously. That guy made his choices. But it kind of started with what he set up for him, for Crittenton.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it sucks. It really sucks.
So my favorite Gilbert Arenas Agent Zero story is, so him and Richard Jefferson played together at Arizona.
Yeah.
Under Lute Olson. They got drafted the same year. So Richard Jefferson got drafted first round, 13th overall. And he got drafted to
Spurs?
the Houston Rockets.
Oh.
And was traded to the New Jersey Nets on draft night.
Oh, dang.
So his rookie contract, Jefferson signed a 4-year for around $6.3 million total over the lifetime of that deal. Okay? So that's Richard Jefferson. He gets picked in the first round, 4-year, $6.3 million. Now, same team. Gilbert Arenas gets drafted second round, 31st overall. Almost didn't get drafted. Now, he gets drafted to the Golden State Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
As a second-round pick, he did not get a guaranteed contract. And that still, for the most part, is how it goes now. Some of the early second-round guys will get a guaranteed contract. I only know that for sure because Jalen Williams, my buddy who plays for Oklahoma City, my half-buddy.
He's your buddy, dude. That's cool.
I just can't say that because we don't talk enough for him to be my buddy. I did NIL stuff with him at Arkansas. He's reached out. We've talked like money stuff early in his career, like, hey, give me some advice because he didn't come from money. But it's not like we follow each other on Instagram. But I just feel weird saying buddy because that's a presentation that I don't think is fair. Half buddy. How about that?
Yeah, it works.
That works.
Okay. So he did get a guaranteed contract. Second round to the Thunder. But as this second round pick, Arenas did not get a guaranteed contract. He got a 2-year, $845,000 deal. And in that 2 years, he went off. So he then signed on year 3 a 6-year, $60 million contract.
Wow.
And they talk about how in year 3, Richard Jefferson is on a 4-year, $6 million deal after getting drafted in the first round. And Arenas is now out of his rookie deal, making $10 million a year, and he's so much richer than Richard Jefferson, who got drafted. And they're playing against each other, and he's like, I had it all. I was flaunting it. He's like, I had big watches. He goes, because my deal was so bad at the beginning, it allowed me to get to a bigger deal faster. And usually guys that come in that late aren't that good.
Yeah.
So he made so much more money than Richard Jefferson because his deal ended earlier because he wasn't as good as Richard Jefferson as far as getting drafted.
Wow. And
That's cool.
Yeah. Learning about him a little bit more, he would be the guy to let Richard Jefferson know.
Yeah.
All about that.
Yeah, quirky guy for sure.
I wonder what game they were playing on the plane. I hope it wasn't that high or lower one because that one starts fights for sure.
He wasn't even playing it. That's the thing.
Oh, he
like
wasn't?
Crittenton, I believe it, or one of the two was playing, one wasn't, and then they started a fight with another teammate, and then the other got involved, and then that's how it escalated.
Yeah.
Like it's not even like they were playing each other.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's the thing. And then they land and still going at it, and then come to the locker room the next day with guns, and it's just like, what are we doing? And I didn't know Gilbert Arenas, he would like buy guns in different states when he was playing in the NBA and bring it back.
Oh.
Basically, what is that? Not laundering. But,
No idea.
yeah, he would buy it in like Arizona, where you can
crossing
easily,
state lines.
easily buy it. So then he thinks the NBA banned him for 50 games that year, not because of the incident, but because they knew people were going to find out about that.
But because of the incident, they could say.
Yes, exactly.
It's like Michael Jordan, hey, take some time off and play baseball, but really it's rumored to be for all the gambling.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the conspiracy theory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's do 120 seconds on baseball because it's about all people care about. You want to go Red Sox first, Kevin?
Yeah. 120 seconds each or total?
No, total, please, total.
Because they kind of suck.
Yeah, the Red Sox do suck. They're pissing me off. And they got me a little bit worried about the Patriots season, actually, because the Red Sox last year were like, oh, they're going to be good. And then this year they're under 500. They can't get over 500. And all they do is piss me off. And I hated the hype coming in, and I hate it even more now.
I'll go. The Cubs were supposed to be below average, mid at best. They are 37-22. They're 15 games over 500. Pico Armstrong is a monster. And he played a little last year, but he's like a homegrown kid too. PCA is killing it.
What's his name?
PCA, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Dang.
Yeah, it's awesome. So the fact that the Cubs are 15 over right now, and we're June 2nd, let's go. I think we're getting your wins. I think they're just putting them in the wrong place.
Probably. Sounds like it.
Anything on baseball, Eddie?
Yeah, I'll go. The best bet on baseball is first inning bet. I used to bet no runs in the first inning, but for some reason, these teams are going off in the first innings. So bet over 0.5 runs. Man, you're going to win some.
That's been the one, huh?
That's been the one that's been hitting it for me.
I was always doing the. You told me to do the nobody scores, and I did, and I probably won 55% of bets.
That was last year.
Yeah.
But for some reason this year, they're just scoring first inning. Don't
I
know
wasn't
why.
winning enough to keep up. I was winning. I think I won slightly more than lost, but it was like so close. I was like, I'm kind of bored, and I didn't care about really like Padres and Orioles.
Right.
I was just the Orioles as like my weird team to pick.
They're bad this year, too.
And you know what? They weren't supposed to be. So they
Yeah.
fired the manager.
Yeah.
They have a new. Oh, we have 10 seconds. They have a new. So they have a new manager, and they're letting Jackson Holiday now hit against lefties and righties, which they weren't. And now he's batting 270. Hit a home run the other night.
Nice.
I saw that with his dad and brother in the stands.
Yep, and that's time. Also, Ethan, the younger brother, is probably going to be drafted number 1 overall too.
Mm-hmm.
Where is he playing?
Oklahoma State.
Okay.
High school,
Yeah.
then Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
If he goes to Oklahoma State.
Yes.
And
Right?
we're,
That's accurate.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He's
we're
still
out
in
of
high
time.
school.
we're out of time.
Yeah, we've been. I cheated.
We're done.
I cheated. Okay. I think that's pretty much it for the show. Anything, Eddie?
First game, my 6-year-old basketball team tomorrow, Tuesday, doubleheader. A little stressed out about it, but
In
should
the
be good.
evening?
Yeah,
On a Tuesday?
6:30 and 7:30. So I'm gonna be home till like 9 o'clock.
I want to do 60 seconds on college baseball. Texas lost a regional to UTSA. Texas went as the number 2 overall seed. I know nobody cares about college baseball. I do. They lost to UTSA.
And Vandy lost too.
Are they out?
Yeah.
They elimination
The
game?
1 and 2
I
seed.
fell asleep. I didn't see Vandy. I saw that Tennessee lost to Wake Forest in the 9th, and they're playing today, so that game could be over. And Tennessee they're not as ranked as high, but they did host the regional, and they'll be who Arkansas plays because Arkansas won the regional.
Yeah, you guys are good too, right?
We're the odds-on favorite to win the national championship.
Nice.
Cool.
But we're the number 3 seed.
You haven't talked about them at all.
Well,
There's a reason for that, right?
because I've been so outwardly about softball, and they can be a bit confusing.
True.
And I would rather softball win than baseball because DJ is the coach of the softball team.
Fair.
But I follow baseball too. Yeah. Okay, time.
That's it. What are the odds on Arkansas winning it all? You know?
Yeah, I mean, do I know right now? Let me go over to DRA, and then I see it up in my mix there.
Champion.
I can. You know what I want to do?
Plus 300.
To win it all.
Yeah. You can put a few dollars on that.
Dang, dude, you're like 2 minutes too late.
Hey, you want chicken or steak?
Exactly.
We're just wrapping up. You just missed. We were gonna head. I know.
We're headed back home, Reed.
Yeah.
We were getting our marriage license.
Yeah, we're in Chicago, halfway point before we called you. Big day, 2 days away.
It is. We just got our marriage license, and so now we're headed to go make sure my tux is good, and then we are headed to the venue. So we got about a 5.5-hour drive.
Oh my god.
So legally, you're married.
No, they gotta sign it. Somebody's gotta sign it.
Oh, not signed yet. Okay,
Yeah.
got
Hey,
it.
wait, go back to this drive.
Ugh.
So what town are you in now?
We're in Portland.
And you're gonna
Good
drive.
old Portland, Oregon.
I love Portland.
We've been there.
We all went recently.
Yeah, last year.
Eugene's like an hour and a half away. We went, or maybe not even that far. So you have a 5.5-hour drive to the venue.
Yep, 5.5 hours. So a lot of our family are like stopping to like sightsee and taking a longer scenic route. So I don't know what we're gonna do, but right now we're just gonna make sure my tux is good to go, and then head out on the road.
What if it's not good?
Yeah. What if your tux is wrong?
Mm-hmm.
See, it was because I went and I checked it yesterday, and so this is the last chance.
Your body is kind of odd.
It's a little different.
I knew if I just didn't say anything, he'd have to follow that up. All right, buddy. This
I
last time.
have nothing else I can say to that.
This is the last time we
No,
talk.
it's not.
This is the last time we're talking to you before you get married. So we love you. We hope it's awesome.
Thank you.
We wish the venue was closer. Like, I mean, even if it's in Portland, we'd have been there.
Reed, did you tell your fiance about Branson?
Dude, yeah, I showed her the picture.
The video.
The video, the video.
Yeah,
I had no idea that existed.
Hey, did you know Brandon crashed a drone as we were shooting?
No, he did not.
Yeah, he crashed the drone into the lake.
Oh, man. Oh, first time.
Yeah.
First time crashing the drone, man. You gotta
Rookie.
get it out once at least.
Yeah, virgin. He's a drone virgin. All right, buddy. Next time we talk to you, you'll have some hair down there.
Oh, my God.
It's true.
Maddie's in here, by the way.
Oh, hi, Maddie.
What up?
What up?
We take it all back. All right. Be safe. Hope your drive's awesome. We love you, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Love you guys.
All right. See you, man.
See you, Reed.
Later.
There he is.
Good old Reed.
He just missed the call at the time, too. We'd all been up there.
Dang.
It's our kids getting married.
I'm going to bet. Here's what I'm going to bet. Oklahoma City win the championship. Parlay with Arkansas to win the baseball championship.
Whoa.
The Oklahoma. I'm not going to get any real odds from
you
Oklahoma.
won't.
But,
No,
I'm just doing it because I want to be one of those, though, that they show on their social media DraftKings. That's like, this guy bet $10 and won $80 million.
$10.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm going to parlay that with the Cubs World Series.
Oh,
Come
man.
on, dude.
And then I'm going to parlay that.
Cowboys Super Bowl.
Oh, no. That's where we
Yes.
stop. That's where we stop.
And you just cash out after week 1.
I cash out after Oklahoma City wins the championship.
Yeah.
All right, we're out. Thank you, everybody. I don't even know. Reed, good luck, buddy. We know you won't hear this, but
No, we love you, dude.
yeah, good luck. And did you guys send him a gift or anything yet?
No, where's he registered? I'll text him.
Yeah, we gotta
I'll
ask.
text him.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have a whole year, right?
Yeah.
Wait, we weren't invited.
So it's still your friend. We only didn't go. We were invited. We didn't go, but it's just because it's far. I sent him a bunch of money. Well, I said a bunch, like not thousands, but hundreds of dollars for his bachelor party. I just Venmoed him. I was like, hey, I know you guys are gonna go do stuff.
That's a good.
But that doesn't
gift.
count as a wedding gift.
Oh, I would have counted that.
Oh, but I said for bachelor. But
no,
I
that's
claimed.
different.
I claimed bachelor party though.
Okay.
But we heard what he did on his bachelor party. They didn't spend any money.
He probably bought the tuxedo with that.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's it. Thank you, everybody. We will see you later on this week. Blow it, Eddie. All right, bye, everybody.